Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I would love for you to stay a while by clicking that subscribe button and the bell next to it so you don't miss another video. And today I'm going to share with you how I made two home decor DIYs, and they're both mirror decors, and one of them is a major fail. Can you guess which one it is? Look at this. This is terrible. So I decided to share this with you guys because some of you may think that we always get all our DIYs perfect, and that's totally not true. I have this mirror that was from my old house, and it kind of matched the colors that I was going for over there, which was the bronzes, the darker colors. But once we moved, I changed everything to lighter and brighter and more neutral. So I wanted to give this an update. I decided to paint it. And so I took all the precautions, taped it up, and then I cleaned it really well, and I decided to add the primer first just to be really careful. I didn't want anything splotchy. So I used the Rust-Oleum 2X primer first, and then I added the, painted it with the high gloss Rust-Oleum in the white color. I thought having the white background would be perfect. I wanted it to be sparkly, so I went ahead and added Mod Podge and glitter. And because I didn't want it to just look like glitter, I wanted it to look encrusted like diamonds, right? So I'm adding glitter and I'm adding more Mod Podge to it and making it look more crusty. And basically that's what I did. It just looked crusty and not in a good way, you guys. Just totally not in a good way. So this is gonna have to be a redo. I may share in my stories what it looks like after the update, but look at how splotchy and uneven this looks. For those of you who think that we always get it right every single time, totally not true. For the next DIY, I was going to use my Totally Dazzled diamond wrap, but I ended up not using it. I will link it below for you guys as well. I'm going to be using some knobs, some mirrors, some foam board to make this storage jewelry tower, I guess. I never know what to call my DIYs. So I went ahead and used these new Dollar Tree mirrors and lined up 4 of them on the foam board and cut it with my X-Acto knife. So then I had a bigger square, and then all I did was hot glue all the squares onto the foam board. Never had a problem with hot glue on foam board before with mirrors, but you can definitely add your E6000 there. I did that for both sides. And then I have this reflective contact paper that I got off Amazon, and I cut a piece of foam board for the base. I first started with the smaller piece, covered it up and everything, and then realized it was not going to be sturdy enough, so I ended up cutting a bigger piece later on. But I covered it with this contact paper, which is really nice quality, nice and reflective. It's a good way to kind of save on mirrors in a way, and especially if you don't have a mirror that will fit the size that you want. So I didn't use a smaller one, I just made a bigger one because I wanted my base to be very stable and sturdy since those mirrors were going to be standing up. Next, I used my crushed rhinestone ribbon, which I use all the time, and I went ahead and cut that to fit all the edge along where I glued the mirror on the foam board. So using my X-Acto knife, I went ahead and cut a strip. That strip was a little bit too thin. I ended up cutting a larger strip, and all I did was hot glue it all along the edge, and this is what it looked like. Now I did it on 3 sides, and on the 4th side, which was going to be the bottom, I'm going to be using some screws to secure that base because I don't want that thing falling off. So I traced at the center where it was going to meet, as you see here, and then I flipped it over and made sure everything was lined up. So I basically had like a marking of what the actual top unit looked like. Then I added a super generous amount of hot glue onto the base, and then I glued it on, making sure that my lines matched with the top of the unit. Then I flipped it over and just kept securing it, making sure it was dry. Once it was dry, I flipped it again, and this time I used these screws that you see here, and using my electric screwdriver, I just screwed on 2 screws. You could probably put 3 just to make it even more secure. That just gave it so much more sturdiness on the ends, and definitely can put one in the middle to make it even more sturdy. That way that top part wasn't going to be very floppy. Next, I just took my knobs. I placed them at the very top. I didn't put them at the center because if I wanted to hang something long, like a long bracelet or a necklace, I could hang it there. Granted, I don't wear necklaces, definitely bracelets though would fit there perfectly. And then for my storage portion, which is modular, so I'm going to give you guys 2 different options. I'm using this 3 compartment piece from the Dollar Tree. I have my metal ribbon. I had a leftover piece. It wasn't big enough to use all the way around, but I wish I did have one that was long enough for that. And so I glued it on the edge there. And then I used my Totally Dazzled brooch. This one has a pearl in the middle. Everything will be linked below that I can link. And then I just added some hot glue and secured it to the front. So I added 3 of them, and then I added a crystal knob actually to the lid of the first option for compartment. So you can make 2 of these and have one on either side. The other option is to add this rhinestone mirror, so everything, rhinestone ribbon, so everything matches. And finally, this is the end result. So you guys let me know which one you like best, whether you like the rhinestone one or the metal ribbon one. I like both actually. And I think this is super versatile, especially that you have 2 sections, so you can store a lot of different things, and you can definitely add the knobs on the back and get a really nice result. And that is it, you guys, for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will talk to you in my next one. God bless, and bye-bye.